Okay, everybody, we are back getting game two set up here. We have teams in lobby in the drafter. We're going to give them the go ahead, and there they go. Drafting has begun. Let me go and show the lobby there. And we're on to game two. So, Senpai, please notice me, is now in first pick, first ban phase. Is this going to change things for them? Are they going to we're going to see a different draft coming out? I think part of the draft definitely had some issues in game one. They didn't really have a huge front line. We kind of talked about that. So they're gonna fix that in game two here.
Probably they'll probably get a bigger tank just because of the pick. So I mean,
Sure.
it's just naturally how it happens in the drafts right now on Strife. Is that if your first pick, you probably get a fat tank, and if your second pick, sometimes you have to go a different route, just based off of the bans or what's available or your personal preferences or whatnot. But wouldn't be surprised to see Claudessa here. I don't think Bastion makes it through the bans. I just don't think they'll risk giving a Bastion to Senjugahara, knowing that he is very formidable on that hero. And it is one of the tanks that can, decisively win you a game because he is so tough to deal with in the middle of fights. He provides a lot of value for his team in lane and in late game. So I think he'll get banned out here. They ban out Harrower, so there's an outside chance that they're doing this with the intention of picking Rook first or second. They probably have to pick it first if they want it.
Yeah, I mean they ban out that Harrower. It's not a bad ban at all. It's just an annoying hero in the bot lane and through the rest of the game. It can be very, very strong. Wolfjoe plays Harrower very well. On top of that, so seeing that come out as a ban, especially after that first game, not surprised at all.
I'm a little surprised. I think they dealt with Harrower pretty well. I don't think Harrower was the problem. Carter was tough for them to deal with because they don't have backline penetration. Nikolai wasn't too special in my mind. It was just a combination of the Blazer and Carter. They had no real threat of death in the middle of those team fights. Like, they have to get hit by an extraordinary hook from Tinder or something to that effect for there to be a risk of dying. But we do see the Nikolai ban from F3, and the pick is Rook from PLS. So they do grab it right away.
Yeah, right into that Rook. And of course, flip side tactics are going to jump right on that Bastion pick. Strong pickup. And why not? If you're going to first pick Rook, then we're definitely going to pull up Bastion. What are they going to do for this second pick? They're not going to get another tank, I'm going to assume. We're probably going to see Marley on Bastion, right? Oh, no. Actually, a Bastion Claudessa. They're going for that dual tank setup again. So we'll probably see Marley on Bastion, and this time we're going to see Marley on Claudessa, and Thatchy on Bastion is going to be my prediction, only because I think Marley plays a really good Claudessa, and it's a real big comfort hero for them. They could switch it up. We'll see how they go through the rest of the draft here.
Yeah, those are, picking the two tanks is always appealing because they are such good tanks, but you do give up, like, the Ray here. So it's an interesting choice for them to make, but it gives them a lot of mid-game control because they are formidable and tough to get through. But the response picks from PLS are pretty good. You don't have to pick any tanks at this point. You pick a couple of skill positions, and you wait and let F3 develop their lineup before you commit to anything else.
Yep. So obviously we got a Vermilion and back to that Ray. So some more comfort picks. Maybe trying to steal that Vermilion away from Runk Ralph again. Not that PLS can't play Vermilion just fine. They have their Rook in the bottom lane, but who are they going to lane with this Ray, and who are they going to lane with this Vermilions? Tinder's still on the board. That's probably a safe pick they can go last with if they want, because they have that Claude, they have that Bastion already. And wow, we see a Featherstone and a Blazer coming back out. I mean, I guess there wasn't many other options for that ADC for them. They're going to put Featherstone in the bot lane, more than likely, up against that Rook. And they're going to go Blazer again, Blazer top lane. So they still have options for Relit here. Obviously, Carter is still on the board unless that gets picked up right now for PLS.
Yeah, there's almost no chance. There's actually is no chance that Carter gets picked by PLS there, so they knew that, and they leave him available. There's the slightest outside chance that, all of a sudden a pink fluffy kitty cat makes its way into the game here.
Oh my god, that would be so awesome. I want to see some spooky Moxie, but more than likely, we're gonna see Ace. I did not see that one coming at all. There we go. Wow.
Yeah, it's an odd ace pick because they already have 2 melees, so what?
I mean, we've seen Ace in a dual melee lane a few times with some other heroes. We'll
With
see
Jinchi, and he has natural synergy with
I know.
Jinchi because he extends her stun. Could it be solo bot Claudessa? No, that's not good against Rook. I don't know. This is odd, but
I
it's
love
exciting.
it though. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of seeing this happen. You know, I think we're going to see a dual tank mid or dual melee mid lane. Ace, not a tank, of course. But who's it going to be? Is it going to be a Bastion Ace? Is it going to be a Claudessa Ace? I'm assuming Claudessa Ace only because Marley, Relit, they lane together. That's their mid lane. Relit's going to be on Ace. Marley loves playing Claudessa. That's my prediction. Just from what heroes these guys normally play. But then that's going to leave a Bastion Blazer lane. So we're gonna see how this works out. I feel bad. I feel bad for Ray right now if that Ace is gonna be mid, because I always feel Ace likes to pick on little squirrels.
Yeah, and there's a big discussion going on in chat about the competitive scene of Hungry Fellhounds. Runk Ralph is very good at the game. Of course, I am still the best, even though I wasn't actually the best. And that's the important discussion happening in chat right now. So players are clearly focused on this game.
Can we
and
point
all
out
of its
though
glory.
that the worst Hungry Fellhound player is definitely Marley?
Yeah, he was talking about how he's the best, and poor Marley. I think he
All
got one
talk.
win. So that's great. But okay, back to the game. I don't know. I'm too confused by F3's lineup to speculate anything. PLS pick another, pretty conventional lineup. This time they go for the second tank because they want to have a little bit more comfort on the front line. It's not a bad idea. Bo can definitely ruin the life of a Featherstone with his penetration and his ultimate, but there are so many tanks in play that Bo's effectiveness in general, not just against the one hero, is mitigated to some extent because, if he hits an ultimate on Bastion, Claudessa, and Ace, it's just not doing much. And his chase potential is great against heroes like Featherstone, but not so much against those tanks.
Yeah, absolutely. And so here we go. So they did pick up that bow, but how does Flipside Tactics care about the bow? Bull Rush. I mean, they have Ace and Bastion and Claudessa. Those three heroes, I don't think care.
You were
one
right.
bit.
I was wrong. Wait, opposite. You're wrong. I was right. Wolf chose
Oh,
Claudessa.
they are gonna run Claudessa bottom.
It's a really bad matchup. We'll see how it goes. Because yesterday I said Artemis had a favorable matchup and then he lost it. So, not going to say anything yet, but on paper, Rook should have a great time against Claudessa. Unless they're going to try and level 1 gank him. F3 Euro strats, level 1, being active.
Here they go.
PLS, NA stats, sitting in lanes, going to bushes, sitting in well.
So that means, so let's talk about the lanes here. That means we're going to see an Ace Blazer mid lane. That could definitely be effective. Both these guys roaming, they both have fits. They can get some huge gold going when it gets down to that. How is that going to contend against Jinchi Ray lane? I mean, we saw Jinchi Ray last game. They were very effective early game. As a lane combination against that Carter Claudessa. But how are they going to deal with a Blazer Ace? I feel really bad for Ray in this lane right now with that combination.
Yeah, Ray could be in a little bit of trouble. I think Jinchi's probably in more trouble just because she has no way of getting out. Ray at least plays a little bit further back. If I'm Relit and Marley, which obviously I'm not, I would pile damage on this Jinchi, and you either force her to play back and then you can go on the Ray more freely, like right now, or you just go on Ray, I guess. But I don't know. Eventually, Ray's going to play conservatively, and he's going to be able to throw down playpens. It's going to be tough to get to.
Yeah.
Just go for the Jinshi.
I mean, right now they're just going for anybody that they can land a tether on. So as soon as they land a tether, we're going to see Relic jump in. As soon as they get to level 2, we actually might see a kill happen if they can pull that wombo combo off. Kiwi Dude getting a lot of mines in this bush here. Really wants to protect that bush.
Yeah, it's good. When you're playing against double roam, it's very important to have mines in both bushes. I mean, he put 2 in 1. It's not the end of the world. But
Yeah,
here we go. Kiwi Dude's getting jumped on.
But they get the stun off. Mantikia's has a stun. There's the double mine, though. And gets the playpen out. They are going to trade kills, so it's not the worst situation in the world there. Mantikia's definitely not predicting where Marley going there, but those 2 mines played a huge role in that fight there. So there is that. However, Fitz up there on Ace. Obviously he's going to win out in the gold trades if you just trade kills with him. So he's probably not too beat up about it.
The good news is they killed Ace second,
Yep.
so they got a little bit more money from it. But yeah, it's still not great for PLS.
And
you can
already
see
a
Kiwi's
second
gonna
tether
continue
shot.
to jump on.
They're actually going to turn this on to Marley. They're not going to get enough damage. Ace is there to protect him. So I think this is going to go back and forth in this lane for this entire laning phase. How's top doing here? With Bo versus Bastion, Feder versus Vermilion.
It looks like it's in favor of PLS right now, but that could change in a moment's notice. There's a lot more hard engage potential on the side of the Bastion Feder. I'm just trying to keep an eye on all of these lanes. I think Kiwi goes for the right opening. He gets the Glacial into boots. Glacial is an item that, it's come back into popularity recently, mostly because it allows you to get to boots quicker.
Yep.
And it gives you a fair bit of regen. So he'll be a little bit safer in this lane now. On the bot lane, it looks like Rook has a slight lead over Wolfjo, but he hasn't applied too much pressure yet. Wolfjo went for double regen opening, so he's kind of annoying in that regard. But Rook should still probably have a better time than he's having right now. We'll see if he gets around 400 GPM, then that's solid. And if he keeps Wolfjo around 330, then that would be really good for him. Top lane, Ralph's getting jumped on though. This is trouble.
Ralph is gonna fall for sure from the inner rage there. Thatchy should be fine. He's just gonna take a little more harass. So there is not first blood of the game. Obviously saw a little earlier, and even in the mid lane, more engagement going on. Kiwi Dude is getting away. He has those 2 mines that he's always backing off to, and Flipside Tactics, I'm pretty sure, knows that they have mines in that bush, and they're not willing to engage on that too heavily there. But Marley's actually gonna fall here, and Kiwi Dude lives. Just barely, so definitely in favor of Senpai. Please notice me in the mid lane right there. That was a nice stun coming out by Jin Shi, and they're even keeping the engagement going on here on Ace. So it's going to be a little while for for this Blazer Ace, I think, to really start shining. After they get out of the laning phase, we'll probably start seeing some heavy roaming from these 2, and that can really change what's going on. We'll see what. There is definitely a kill if he engages on that. Okay, and he's going to get away. Actually, Kiwi Dude taking those tower shots. So that deliverance, saving it for the right moment there. And that's definitely what they need. If you're going to put a Claudessa in your bot lane versus Rook, and any roam is probably going to result in a kill unless, the gank attempt seriously fails.
Yeah, that was a good kill, a really good kill. Their early game's going very well again, similar to last game, how it started. This is probably even a little bit better than last game, the way they've gotten going. So we'll see if they can continue this momentum up. Ace is going to start his roaming now. He heads towards the top lane. Is he level 6? No, he's level 5, so he doesn't have lethal damage, but he does have good damage. And
but he can't take out Vern. They're going to try. They're definitely not going to get a kill off there. And Bastion, our Bo, is a little too tanky. Just naturally, for anything like that to work. I mean, they played that just right. The missing call was there, maybe a little late, but they were able to back off just in time.
Yeah, and on the bottom lane, Artemis picks up power boots. I would really like to see him rush or crush Mace here, but I don't think he will. It's a tough call. Oh, top lane, they're engaging hard again on Runk Ralph, but it looks like Runk Ralph will get away this time.
Yeah, I mean, the one good thing about having a Bastion in your lane with an ADC is that stun is very powerful for as a defensive measure, plus the Golden Bracers, of course. There's a lot of support that can come out from Bastion, but they're going to go in hard on Kiwi Dude again, but he has his rocket boots now, so it's going to be that much more difficult for them to try and get a gank attempt off onto Ray. They kind of have to bait out those rocket boots and then go in again, but they're going to try and go in on Kiwi Dude here. Oh, Kiwi Dude is going to miss the static field just by a hair.
Yeah, and this is an interesting juncture of the game for a Rook player because your ult kind of gives you kill potential, but if you're not using it, you're not actually getting kills with it, you lose value. So he has to decide whether he's going to keep it and leave it as a threat against Wolfjo, or if he's going to send it to other lanes. I would be tempted to send it to other lanes. I feel like if you hit mid lane or top lane, you got a lot of damage on the tower. These heroes don't really defend that well on towers.
Yep.
And Wolfjo's already, 330 GPM against 460. He's not doing a great job already, so a kill isn't going to actually give Artemis that much. It might give him the tower, though. So, there's an argument to be made either way, and every player has a different take on it.
Yeah, so I mean, let's talk about this Claudessa in the bot lane. So I mean, sure, Claudessa, you see it in pubs sometimes, and it can be effective. But the problem I think that you have is if you have Claudessa in the bot lane getting that solo farm, what is Claudessa going to do with that? In the late game, because I don't think Claudessa can carry a game for you, not like other bot lane heroes can, like Featherstone or Rook or Harrower.
Well, Claudessa's late game value comes to the fact that she's just difficult to deal with, and she keeps your important heroes alive.
Yeah.
So when Claudessa, Ace, and Bastion are all there, it's like a cluster of just really large heroes that you don't really know how to deal with properly. Like, targeting any of them will result in Blazer and Featherstone getting off a lot of extra damage. It's almost like you put up a wall of bodies in front of the Featherstone, watch him click ult and go to town.
Yeah, but here they go. They want to go in onto one of these Ace, or nope, they're going to rocket boots away. And no engagement going to happen there. But yeah, I agree. They have a huge front line here on Flipside Tactics, just like in last game, the same way. But
yeah, a little hasty on the jump by Kiwi. If he stands strong, they might be able to pile a lot of damage on the Marley. Meanwhile, ult misses on mid lane from Ray, and we do see, looks like a Reaper Scythe will be coming out momentarily to Relit. So there's his item of choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Reaper Scythe is finished. We'll see if he starts roaming and gets some kills with that. Obviously, a Reaper Scythe is, it's a gamble of an item. More often than not, though, it eventually does pay off. Eventually, you are going to get the kills or assists, the few kills or assists to make it pay for itself. But for it to really shine, you've got to get them early in the game for something to happen there. But a stun is going to miss. Idec charge. Oh, with the Bull Rush pulling him back, and Thatchy already used his charge. So he is going to get caught out here. And he's going to go down. Nice, and Kiwi Dude doing some really good roaming going on, and they're going to take this top tower. But at the same time, here comes Ace. They're going for a kill, not going to get it. Artemis is going to be fine under the tower.
Artemis had ult. He probably kills Ace if he ults there. I don't know what he held it for.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty big misplay. That's a lot of money.
I don't know.
I don't know what he was thinking, but maybe he thought, or maybe an icicle would have killed him. I don't know. I don't think that would have been the case. But still, either way, he plays on slightly more conservative side, and he lives anyway. So that ends up allowing PLS to get Baldir. They're also going to get treasure chests. Remember yesterday?
You talked about
treasure
it.
chests they walked by.
All
I
of
didn't even
them?
tell them about it, but thankfully they realized that treasure chests are money.
Yep, and so we have 3 in the mid here. Looks like Thatchy on Bastion has roamed mid. They lost their top tower. So why not try and put some pressure in another lane right now and just leave Featherstone at the top all on his own.
So this is kind of like what happened last game again. They're committing some resources to certain areas, and if they're not getting anything out of it, then they're just letting Roundcraft get back into the game for free. But instead they decide to split up this time. They don't hold in those positions for an extended period of time. I think that's the right decision. Bottom lane, they're going to gank Wolfjo again. He's probably going to go down here, and they probably get a tower on the back end of it.
Oh, but no, I think he's actually going to get away at this time. He used that pincer on the deliverance. Oh no, there's that mine! Oh my god.
Mystic.
The Mystic getting the kill though. Wasn't even needed because that mine was probably going to kill. In the top lane, big engage. Runk Ralph almost surviving there. That shield coming out. The golden bracers looked like it was maybe going to do it, but just not enough. And yeah, like we talked about from game 1, much different rotations going on from PLS here in game 2. You know, coming to their senses maybe, you know, early in the morning, maybe no warm-up game, but they're doing much, much better after the laning phase right now because they're sticking it out. You know, they're just pushing lanes when they can.
It's pretty crazy how far ahead they are right now. They're like 5,000 gold ahead, or over 5,000, probably 6,000 gold ahead 10 minutes into the game. That's like a really big lead.
Yep.
We'll see what they do with it. Setnock gets hit here. Oh,
whoa!
It's deleted.
Whoa! Was that an ace in the hole plus the E from Blazer at the same time? That overcharge shot, but at the same time, Thatchy is going to go down here. So nice counter gank. Oh, but again. The kills are coming out real strong here. Relit is still in this fight, and PLS is going down in this team fight. Kiwi Dude is next to fall. Double kill for Runk Ralph. Those are so many charges that you just gave to Ace. On
that's another bad fight. This is looking just like last game. I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
Once Setnock dies, get out. I don't know. That's an odd call, and Setnock is going to die again here. He's going
to use his rock boots. He is going to get away. Deliverance is on the way. Going to hit Wolf Joe, though, so I think he's going to be fine. Setnock going back in! And the overcharge shot, it looks like, is going to take him out again, or that could have been the Ion Cannon, actually.
Yeah, and everyone has to remember, I don't think they're noticing that Marley plays a caster Blazer, so he does a lot of damage earlier on in the game than you would expect the Blazer to.
Yep.
But he already has his Mystic Dagger up. He's probably going to go for, I forget what it's called in this game, Dagon or whatever soon. So he's just going to have a lot of burst.
Diadem, you mean, or?
No, the item that shoots people. Pow pow.
Oh, right.
Dagon, Kotex, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Pyrostaff. And Relit, though, going to go down here. Marley almost going down with him. Nice Death Ray placements. But Wolf Joe is in the way. We have Thatchy here. They're going to try and turn this Kiwi Dude. They're going to stun out Wolf Joe. He's going to use his break. He's going to have to try and get away now because Marley is on the warpath. One auto attack is all that's needed. That overcharge shot is going to do it. He's going to pay with it with his life, however. And that is that. So that looked like a 1-for-1 in the end. And maybe they'll get this tier 1 tower to go with it. So let's take a look at the gold graph now. Flipside Tactics is definitely shortening the lead that PLS has at the moment.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Feder's getting free farm top, Rook's getting free farm bot, so it's not the end of the world. At least Rook's getting some extra farm as well. And Rook does go for the Crushing Mace first, so that's exactly what you'd like to see out of him. It's the proper response, especially against this team. Metakias in the mid lane, overstays is welcome. The tower is so low, they want to get the tower kill. Wolf Joe is really low as well. Can they kill Wolf Joe?
Oh, I don't think they can. Oh. And hopefully they're going to get the tower out of this. There it goes.
Might die here. It's 2 shots.
No, he's fine. He missed the tethered misses, so we're okay. But here comes Runk Ralph Featherstone rotating over. And I think they're going to rotate up to Baltier. Yep.
Kiwi has Invis up now too. We'll see if they try and defend this Baltier. That's probably the right choice. Rook is coming over as well. This could be huge for either team. Whoever wins this engagement is going to be in such a good position. Senjuga gets leashed here. You know, they need to acknowledge that this is a caster Blazer and pick up some Dampening Cloaks, especially on the forward heroes, but they haven't done that.
Yep.
Dampening Cloak is probably one of the most efficient cost items in the game. You get 25 magic armor for like 1,600 gold, and you get health on top of it. Like, it's ridiculous how good that item is. So, I don't know, you know, people are not acknowledging it, or they're just not acting on it, especially when there's an ace in the game as well. The sources of magic damage are huge. They're
going to try and go for Baltier here. I don't know if this is the best idea to start this. Both teams are around the area, so they're going to have to just back off for the moment. And Blazer is going to go in. Artemis is in a lot of trouble right now. He does the hide and seek. He's going to be fine. He's going to go in, takes out Marley, and he gets away. Relit is also probably going to fall here as well. There goes the double kill for Rook with the Deliverance. And I think they're going to get a Baltier as well. I don't think Flipside Tactics wants anything to do with this. We'll see if they stick around. They're going to catch out Thatchy here, but that's not going to mean anything. And they're definitely going to get a Baltier.
Yep, and they get the Baldir. That's a really nice pickup and a good fight on the back end. They could have lost a couple of heroes, but great play by Artemis to kill off the Blazer and then turn around and kill the Ace as well. So that's a lot more gold swing in advantage of PLS. So we'll see if they can, work with the advantage this game. Bottom lane, Artemis almost kills Ralph. Ralph goes down to 1 hit and just barely survives. There's a whole lot of farm here now for him as well.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want your Rook, running away from the game, and he's the top GPM in the entire game right now. Looks like they're going to try and pinch Mantequillas here, but do they understand that behind them is basically the rest of his team? They're actually going for Ace in just that top lane. Mantequillas is getting pinched down here, and the rest of the team is coming for the support. wolfjo taking a lot of damage. Really nice Death Ray, and Thatchy and wolfjo both can go down. But here comes Ace. Ace is looking for a kill, not going to get it. One auto attack, he is going to find it from Runk Ralph there on Featherstone. And the chase is real. Kiwi Dude is going to throw down that static field just to try and save his life. And they are on the run. I mean, it's basically a 2v2 fight. And they don't want any more kills. But at the same time, Artemis was nowhere near that engagement. He's just pushing the bottom lane. And, that's not good for Flipside Tactics. When you're going even in fights, and it's, basically a 4v5 because your Rook's not there and he's taking towers. Never a good thing.
Yeah, Manti probably stayed and fought them for too long. Ralph almost dies here to a gank from Kiwi.
Ooh, that deliverance.
Just misses.
Almost sniping out Runk Ralph. That would have been pretty big if that would have happened. Marley's going to find Kiwi Dude, but there are plenty of other people around. wolfjo even trying to pinch, but nothing's going to happen there. So they don't get a tower here on PLS's side, but that bot lane tier 2 is getting very, very low. And just more farm on your Rook, who looks like he's going right for a Wound Splitter after that Crushing Mace, which is going to be some huge burst damage that can come out from him.
Yeah, well, Mantequillas here is leading the way. He plays a good Jinshi, he hits abilities and stuff, but he isn't the aggressive Jinshi. He doesn't E into fights as often as you'd like to see. In the mid lane, you can see Senjugahara taking a little bit of harass. Ray is going to go ahead and retake the vision. Thatchy is probably going to get into a vision battle with him. Relit might support, and they're just going to go on Blazer mid instead. Really good play. They bait out the tanks to try and retake the vision and just kill one of the key heroes in mid lane. It's very smart.
Is this going to turn into an objective, though, or are they just going to try and get some damage on this tower? I don't think a big fight is going to happen right now. But wow, they're actually really going in on this. They want wolfjo, but the pincer was up. So do you think they should have just gone and get some tower damage here instead of trying to chase down a Claudessa?
I think you establish vision and you go for Baldir, but, chasing Claudessa is never a good option.
No, absolutely
So I
not.
probably would never favor that.
But they're going to chase Claudessa again. Here comes Jinshi with the E. Going to get the stun off. wolfjo is going to fall that time. Claudessa is out of this fight. But they're going to back off, and now they're going to go for Baldir.
Yeah, Kiwi dies on the back end to Ace. This Baldir should still be theirs if they play it right.
They have
they're
the
gonna rally
damage
over a
to
couple
get it down,
troops.
yeah. They have Bo here to kind of peel him away, spot it out. They're going to finish it off. They want to make a fight, but Thatchy has the Chosen One activated. However, Bo is doing a really good job peeling away Featherstone. Here comes the rest of the fight, though. Mantequillas is definitely going to fall here, and there's that. They took out Verm early in that fight, and Artemis is just going to go clean up this huge creep wave. They did get Baldir, so that was some really, really nice gold. Oh, actually, we missed it, but I guess Bo killed Featherstone 1v1. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. Did Featherstone not use his ult? His ult is up right now. Maybe it was on cooldown during that fight.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but this is a great time in the game for PLS because Featherstone is so low in GPM. I mean, he really has nothing. He has Team and Fang up, and he's building towards what looks like a Zealot's blade. Or I guess those components could be used for a Stone Skin. Stone Skin would be the much better option right now, but if you're PLS, you almost have your crit up on Rook. You need to start forcing fights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really bring it to F3.
And we can see already right now they're actually going to go in. Marley is going to fall there, and here comes Bo looking for another pickoff. Not going to happen, but in the background, Thatchy is going to get caught out all on his own. He is going to die. This is going to open up a Syndara.
Yeah, it's a tough Syndara, though, because Rook isn't here. But they can still probably do it. I don't think they'll defend it. Ace is going towards top already. So it's not that bad. If Ace had committed down here, they probably are able to prevent the Sindara from happening, but he decides to go top instead. He's going to look for a one-shot, maybe.
Yeah, let's see what's going to happen here. Whoopjo does get the Scorched Earth down, and he's just doing his job to try and peel these people away. But nice death ray coming out, and two people just... so three people just completely disintegrated there, and then they finish off Sindara. Yeah, PLS has such a huge lead in this game right now. Marley is going to try and pick somebody off, but he's going to fall from 2 mines. 100% there. He does get 1 kill. He does take
Almost
out Kiwi
2.
Dude. Almost 2.
Yeah. Man, he's so low.
Yeah.
He's going to try and retreat, but Relic's on the hunt, so... I mean, Relic's so fast now. I think he's activated the bonus on his Reaper side, and he has Fits active when he's not in combat. So he just moved from top lane to bot lane in like a matter of seconds. And top lane, he was able to kill off the Rook.
Yep.
Rook probably needs a Void Key this game. Next item, I'd say, just to be able to double dodge. And because Rook can kill Ace if it's not for the icicles, but when the icicles are up and he's chasing you, if you attack him, you're putting yourself into lethal range for the ultimate.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, having that double disjoint, not a bad idea, especially when you have like Blazer Tether Shot you want to dodge, and you have Ace that you want to dodge. So we'll see if that happens. I mean, he has his like core burst damage out with the Crushy Mace and that Wound Splitter. So we'll see what happens here. But we have Krydos pushing up on this tower here. And Bo is looking for an ult. He's actually just going to pull back Thatchy there. Thatchy activates the golden one, and there's a big fight all split around, but Verm is in the background doing some work. Nobody can get to him. And this might be a generator after they take this tower. But here goes Ace. Oh, Runkralf is... Oh, but the
nice
1.5 second, and Runkralf is going to fall right there, and Thatchy's going to fall. This actually might be the end of Game 2 right here.
Yeah, it very well could be. That was an amazing fight from PLS. I mean, the fact that nobody died and they got all those kills and they were spread out, wow, that shows how much of a lead they really had, and they're going to go for the game here. And they're going to win it.
This is the end of Game 2, I'm almost certain, and we're going to be going to a Game 3, Flipside Tactics versus PLS semifinals.